That was a kingfisher out there, hovering above the water. Now I have a bunch of snowies down there, and I can't really walk past this area. I mean, I probably could, but I'm not going to. They've got it fenced off to here, and disturbing wildlife is definitely not something that I'm gonna do. I just recorded this whole sequence, and even though I verified that it was in record, I have the tally light on and I had the red button around it, it didn't record. So I know it's a new product, I get it. And oh, beautiful turn. I was just down there filming some turns, which just flew away. The tide, actually, the waves are coming up where I was kneeling down there. Kneeling down. Baby, get down. What I thought was actually really cool so I cannot go so far because of the fence that's sitting right there, which is absolutely fine by me. Protect the wildlife. I think that looks cool. Anyway, I was down here talking about some of the things that I've noticed with what I've noticed is I've had to go through the settings several times. I get it all set up at home, and I've done this a couple of times. What I'm missing is my histograms. I bring them up, everything is there. I'm using function 3 for display settings. Get everything set, go through the toggle, it's all there. I come back here now, and my settings are gone. I'm wondering if it's because I'm in ASPC for this particular lens that I'm shooting on, but I wanted to shoot in, well, with an anamorphic lens. I love my anamorphic setup, but I do have a different lens to try with or anamorphically. And this right here, this is my 85mm. It's a Pentax lens with the anamorphic adapter on the top. So this is something full frame that I'm really looking forward to shooting on this. Okay, so I may look kind of funny. I forgot, well, I didn't forget, I just didn't bring the video head that I would normally have on here, and I don't feel like rebalancing absolutely everything, taking it apart to move it around. So I understand that. I'm gonna, because the Cyru is going back on in a minute, but I wanted to film this way a little bit anamorphically. I don't like not having an eyepiece, I really do, especially when you're using a manual lens. For me, this is what works for me. Other people are going to be completely different. Yeah, I can zoom in, and I zoomed in and I got it as in focus as I possibly can. All my settings look to be correct, but it's hard to tell. Full frame, because that's what I'm set on. I'm 85mm and I have my anamorphic adapter on here. Now this one I don't expect to be perfectly crystal clear, because it simply is not. And that's okay. That I don't expect it to be. I just wanted to see what it looked like. One of my vintage lenses, and if you've seen any of my other ones, man, vintage lenses, I've always loved vintage lenses, but I don't use them. Recently I got a couple of radioactive ones, and I'll put that video over here if you want to check it out. I've got several more. Oh. I have several more that I want to play with. Some are radioactive, some are not. They use thorium glass to help with the dispersion. And I love the yellow cast. When I was, my wife and I, the reason I mention my wife is I almost lost her, and it was devastating, but she's here. We went to Morro Bay together, and I was shooting otters and seals, and I have a whole bunch of other photos that I shot that I'll put another video together. That video for just the otters and the seals is over here too. But I was shooting with my chin-on lens. So far, out of all the vintage lenses that I have, $1,500 is my shutter speed. Out of all the vintage lenses that I have, the Chin-on 55 is my favorite. Oh man, I love the rendering that I get, and I put it on the R5. So I'm looking forward to using it on the ZR. So we'll find out how good the autofocus is now. Hopefully it's good. This is a pro level piece of kit. So maybe some of the problems that I'm having are because I'm using an anamorphic lens. I'm not going to spend any more money until I make sure that I'm getting what I want. But not having the histograms or having my menus stay where they are, even though I hit save, go in and out, everything is fine, come back, and it's gone. Oh, hello. Oh. Check, check, test, 1, 2. They are both recording. This is a great card for the R5. This is a great card for the ZR. And both of these I'm recording in, the audio is being recorded on the ZR, and it's also being recorded with a little tiny mic on the R5 here. Neither is in RAW. I don't think this is in log. I love seeing the focus on the ZR. I really, really do. I like seeing the focus point. I've had so much fun shooting this ZR. As I get to know it more and more, I got to stop this from tracking. All right, so here's something I've noticed that's interesting, okay? Here I'm on the R5, it's just shooting in regular. I'm using a vintage 58mm. I have a variable ND filter, watching the histograms on both. It's the same. This one is the ZR. One of the things I've noticed is sometimes the histogram does not show up on the ZR. And as I said, now I've changed the card, I've got it set, everything's fine. But when I hit record, or let me back up, okay? Because I'm here on the ZR, and once I hit record, I no longer have my histogram. All I have is my audio meters, which is fine. I'm good with that. And I have my audio meters down at the bottom on the ZR. And as I said in one of the others, that is a little tiny butterfly. Where are you? Right there. Oh, yes, I'm shooting the Canon R7. Canon R7 and the 100 to 500. I personally, with all its flaws, love this setup. So, what I've noticed on the ZR is sometimes I don't have a histogram. Right now I do, and it actually looks like it's a little bit too dark for what I am doing. Oh. All right, that looks a little bit better. Now they both screens appear to be about the same. And the reality is, when I'm filming this way, having this big screen is nice. Oh, there you go. Where are you? Oh, it's nice, but I can also see myself inside of the lens, the filter, right? I can see my reflection a lot of times, so that's where I'm looking, and I want to be looking into the filter and not off to the side as if I were reading a teleprompter or something of that nature. So this is just another comparison. The more I use the ZR, this is not in RAW or NRAW, and this should not be in, it shouldn't be in C-Log 3. They should both just be shooting regular video, 4K, and if not, I'll stretch them to that timeline anyway. I have no problem going between all these different sizes. For YouTube, it really doesn't matter, and I'm doing this simply for fun. So on the R5 right now, I have a vintage 58mm FL lens, which is radioactive. I like that yellow cast. I like what it does. It looks like I'm blowing out my highlights. And on the Nikon here, wait a minute. Let's make this a little darker. There we go. Yeah, I might be blowing out my highlights. Looks like I might be. I might have adjusted the focus too. This is all manual, so I had to set the focus. Both are in f/5.6, both are at 800 ISO, 1/50th, and I'm shooting at 29 frames a second, which is my personal favorite. There are butterflies and all kinds of things around here, so I'll probably put some of those in there. What I was shooting earlier in the earlier part of the video and through the rest of it is the Nikon D800, still one of my favorite camera bodies. There's a lot to be said for shooting with the DSLR and getting good photos. The lens that I have on the Nikon ZR, and part of my reason for wanting to get that is autofocus. These inexpensive, fantastic third-party lenses that Canon does not let you do. This is one of the Mikey lenses. It's a 55mm, and I got this one specifically. It's a 1.4 whatever it is. I'll put it up on the screen here, but the reason I got this one as well is so that I can do a comparison with this lens, landscapes, just cool shots. Oh, like this one here that I shot in the sun. I got it specifically so I can do comparisons for video. For me, it's all about video. Whoa, that was a big bumblebee. I don't know if you heard that or saw it, but that's what I got this for. And at, you know, at 400 bucks, it's not that expensive. Whereas if you get one of the Canon ones, it's going to be about 2,500, 3 grand, maybe only 2 grand. Same with some of the Nikon ones. And yeah, they're amazing, but I don't need all of that. Video is not what I do. I am a wildlife photographer. And so that's, yeah. All right, well, hopefully this is in focus, and if not, that's okay. I've had an immense amount of fun shooting on both. Now, I'm going back to me to finish some more wildlife videos, and I'm going to record another one just for sitting here for the last hour. So thank you, thank you. Let's go back to me earlier. Well, I'm exposing the way I do for Canon, and there's going to be a learning curve, so I'm not going to blame that on the camera itself. But my initial, again, When your settings don't stay, you pull them up, you're on screen. I like a histogram. I like to push my highlights all the way up to the very, very edge. With this one, I'm looking at the light meter or the exposure meter on the, I guess it's on one side of the camera, and I've changed all of that, and it goes back to that default. But at least now I have a level, so we'll see if that's actually working. JonnyPink, thanks for letting me share with you guys. Let me know what you think of the footage from the Nikon ZR. Again, learning curve for me. I like having IBIS. I'm not crazy about not having an eyepiece, but that's okay. And if this works, I will probably get just a regular 55mm lens, maybe a 24-70, so that I have versatility for video. JonnyPink, we'll see you guys. Give it a thumbs up, please. If you haven't not subscribed, you are most welcome to. Oh, gotta be on for this, huh? One thing I want to say to those that are worried about this thing overheating, I do get heat warnings with Canon stuff. The ZR has been sitting directly in the sun probably for the last half hour as I filmed the rest of this video here and all of another video for being here in Pine Mountain Club. No overheating issues, nothing on the screen, and it's been sitting in direct sun this entire time. Nikon, great job, man. Really digging this camera. And the autofocus, pretty awesome. Now I gotta wait for more Stellar J's. Okay, I'm done.